Hi, and welcome to Nauset Sports Rundown. I'm your host, Quaggles.
And I'm your co-host, CP.V.
The winter sports regular season is coming to a close, and soon we will just see the top teams in the state tournament action. Highlighting the winter season this year was certainly the girls' basketball team. Despite being under the new direction of a new coach, the girls have not been disappointed. With another young team back in this season, it was a rather smooth transition. This year's starting lineup consists of all the returning varsity members, many of which also play at the club level, giving them plenty of team chemistry and a great advantage out on the court. Their winning record should give them a good seed heading into the playoffs. Then, the indoor track team is another team that stood out to us this season. With 90 athletes out for the team this year, it was the biggest squad in program history. Traveling to complete at the Reggie Lewis Center in Boston each week has been a highlight for the runners. Many school records were set, and finally, Nauset swim team was another team that made a splash this year. They were allowed to have 8th graders on the team, many of which were extremely talented and even qualified for the state sectionals.
The Nauset Sports Rundown staff has compiled the Winter All-Star list based on the 2018-2019 season. Here are the picks. For girls basketball, we have Skylar Sanderson, Avery Burns, and Fran Ganella. Skylar Sanderson stands out as the high scorer of the team. Her presence on the court and her skill make her the go-to player for the Warriors. Avery Burns, the three-point specialist on the team. When Avery is on, there is nothing stopping her. Fran Ganella, another high scorer. Fran continues to improve and is a critical member of the team.
Then for boys basketball, Bobby Joy and Spencer Jones were our picks. Bobby Joy is a high scorer on the team, only a junior. He is known as a comeback kid, able to make incredible comebacks. He is often the reason the team is in the winning column. Spencer took his game to a new level this year, and he has been an instrumental player on the court, but will also go down as a great senior and captain and leader.
For wrestling, our top pick is Christian Beer, another senior captain. Christian Beer worked hard this offseason to get stronger and hone his skills. He won numerous individual matches this year for the team and has acted as a role model for the new members.
Then for girls ice hockey, Margaret Dixon was our pick. Margaret is the voice and the glue of the girls hockey team. When the girls won their first match this season, it was Margaret who had scored all 3 of the team's goals.
Our 2 all-stars for boys hockey is Miles Walther and Cam Hull. Miles is not only a captain, but a very hard-working player. He is skillful and has a great shot. Cam Hull is also a captain and has been an explosive player for the Nauset Warriors and is known for getting the job done.
For cheerleading, Lily Anderson and Jada Trainer were our picks. Both girls have turned heads this year, and that's not all. They have turned the cheerleading team into a true program. Their skill and dedicated approach to cheerleading has allowed for the rebirth of the basketball cheerleading after 6 years of a program hiatus.
For indoor track, we have 6 all-stars. Monique Malcolm, Izzy Nobley, Abigail Farrell, Matt Cahill, Jake Pearl, and Bobby Freeman. Monique set the record in the 55-meter dash. New to the school this year, it was impressive to see her shattering records within the first few weeks of joining the team. Izzy and Abigail are the 2 top distance runners for Nauset, with miles under the belt after the fall cross-country season. It's no wonder they are winning in respective indoor events this season. Izzy in the 800 and Abigail in the 1 and 2 mile. Both girls rank at the top of the ACL league. Matt is the high jump king of Nauset High School. Re-breaking his own school record several times this season, he will go down as one of the best. Bobby Freeman is the shot put specialist of the indoor track team, and Jake is the distance running specialist. Very few athletes were able to keep up with Jake this season. It will be fun to see him light up the track this spring.
Then last but not least, we have swimming. And our picks were Gabby Dadoli, Caitlin Bohannon, Tanner Cornell, and Tim Johnson. Gabby is the state sectional qualifier in the 100 butterfly, while 8th grade swimmer Caitlin Bohannon qualified in the 100 backstroke, 100 butterfly, and 200-yard IM. Senior Gabby Dadoli had a great career for the Nauset swim team. We hope she does well at the upcoming state meets. Tanner impressed us this season by being a key point scorer and also qualifying in 2 relays for the state tournament. In addition, he was a member of 2 school record-breaking relays. And finally, Tim Johnson, only in 8th grade, had managed to qualify for 2 individual events at states. He will be swimming the 100 fly and the 100-yard backstroke. He comes from a swimming family where 2 older siblings, Jack and Hannah, had swam for the Nauset Warriors and now swim for Bates College in Maine. Well, that's all we have for today on this episode of Nauset Sports Rundown. I'm your host, Quaggles.
And I'm your co-host, CP.V.
We'll see you next time.